तां सृजाम्यहम् मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम् एवं यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति सोऽर्जुन परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् 4.6 अजोऽपि सन् अव्यय आत्मा भूतानाम् ईश्वरोऽपि सन् प्रकृतिं स्वामधिष्ठाय सम्भवाम्यात्ममायया 4.2 एवं परम्परा प्राप्तम् एवं राजर्षयो विदुः सकालेनेह महता योगो नष्टः परन्तप 3.27 प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणेः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहङ्कार विमूढात्मा कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते 3.13 यज्ञशिष्टाशिनः सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषैः युज्यते ते त्वघं पापा ये भजन्त्यात्मकारणात् Next 262 63 we'll do together. Start. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः सङ्गस्तेषु उपजायते सङ्गात् सञ्जायते कामः कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति 2.59 विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः रसवर्जं रसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते 2.41 व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिरेकेह गुरुनन्दन बहुशाखार्यनन्ताश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम् 2.40 नेहाविक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात् 2.20 न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे 2.14 मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदाः आगमापायिनो नित्यास्तां तितिक्षस्व भारत 2.13 देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्तिर्धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति 2.7 कार्पण्यदोषोपहतः स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसमूढचिताः यच्छ्रेयस्यानिश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधि First shloka. Dhritarashtra Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Mamakaha Pandavaschaiva Kim Akurvata Sanjaya. Now turn to 10.8. We'll do 8, 9, 10, 11 together and then the translations together. Then we'll come to 10.41. 10.8. Start. Aham sarvasya prabhavo Mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. Next point. Majjita madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha mametyam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. 10.10. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. Last 10.11. Tesham evanukampatham. Again, first line again. Tesham evanukampatham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashyami atma bhavasto jnanadipena bhasvata. Translations from 8 to 11. Start. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. 10.9. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to me, to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. 10.10. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. 10.11. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. So last class I was just describing that how Krishna gives special mercy. The special mercy is that He takes us closer to Him. And that is best. We are already close to Krishna. It's just that we've forgotten because of the ignorance in our heart, the agyan or darkness. Wherever there is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Krishna hoye surya saman, maya hai andhakar. He says, what is that? Krishna is like a sunlight. It's like a sunlight. And maya is like darkness. And the shloka goes something, Jaha Krishna vaha nahi, Jaha Surya vaha nahi, Maya Randhakar. Wherever there is basically darkness, it doesn't exist. It's basically just an absence of light. Wherever there is no light, there is darkness. So it's a negative condition. What is real is the positive condition. When the positive is absent, there is negativity. Right? So when we turn our back towards Krishna, we see our shadow, or we see darkness, we see Maya. When we turn towards Krishna, will we see our shadow? And when you turn towards the sun, you can't see the shadow. It's only light. Right? So here it is said that Krishna is the light. So when we come closer to Krishna, what does Krishna do in our heart? With the shining lamp of knowledge, He burns the ignorance in our heart. When we invite Him, by conversing about Him, by talking about Him, by hearing about Him, what happens? The andhakar, the ignorance in our heart is immediately vanquished. And the dormant constitutional position of the soul, it will revive again. We will remember again that, we are part of Krishna, part and parcel of Krishna. We are not aliens, we're not orphans. We belong to Krishna. So in this 10.41, Krishna, he's still, is speaking a lot. In the 10th chapter is basically after he's seen the entire, the 11th chapter is the Virat Roop. It's just before the Virat Roop. He's describing how to see him. He's saying that, whatever amazing things that you see in this world. You see a rose, how it's like a velvet. Even to manufacture velvet cloth, a cloth manufacturer. You have to know, it's quite tedious, and that's why it's expensive. Even rose petals, which just grows out of mere soil, mere earth. It's so beautiful. The colors. You've seen these English roses and these Chinese roses. The fragrance. And when we manufacture cloth, it's not fragrant. You have to add, perfume or do something to it. Sometimes there's fragrant paper. But that's also so artificial. The roses, when they smell, especially outside Baki Bihari temple, if you go, when you smell those Vrindavan roses, my God, they're intoxicating. You will always see bees around those fulwalas. Always. Because the smell of the roses are so intoxicating. So that is a splendor of Krishna's creation. When we see these objects, when you see, how that day in a lecture I was hearing, how you see miracles every day. To build a tank, it takes so much foundation, and when we have to put tanks up in our buildings, they're so heavy. And Krishna has created floating tanks. What are those? The clouds. And those are floating right above our head. If one cloud bursts, what happens? An entire city can be submerged. It's floating. And it's floating in such a way that even an airplane can pass through it and nothing happens. It doesn't burst, apparently. Right? So it's again an amazing creation of Krishna. Other than animals, when you see our own system, the way it works, you will have mothers, both of you are mothers. So when you have a child in your system, you see that everything is so provided for, everything is connected so well. And just yesterday, there was this girl telling me that after her delivery was done, when the doctors were trying to take out the placenta, they realized that the umbilical cord was never attached to the placenta. She was wondering, how did my child was getting all the nutrition? She was saying that every 2 hours she could have a full thali, all during her pregnancy. And she was wondering why she's eating so much. And that time the doctors would always do the sono, even the anomaly sono. I think it's done at like the 7th, 8th month or something. Even that time they didn't realize that the umbilical cord is not attached. So how is the child alive? How is he getting the nutrition? It's only after the child delivered, she was peacefully sleeping, and this person went through a whole complication because they couldn't get the placenta out. So then, even the doctors were shocked. How does she have a normal child? So this is again a splendor of Krishna. We think that we are maintainers and we'll do this and we'll do that, but Krishna maintains even an ant, even an elephant. That is Krishna's splendor. In this shloka, Krishna speaks about this urjitam. He speaks about this splendor. He says, and I'm reading the translation. He tells Arjuna, know that all opulent, beautiful and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. He says, whatever you're so amazed at, whatever you so, it's so beautiful, it's so glorious, it's simply a spark of my splendor. Can you imagine? That's only a spark. Can you imagine what is the spiritual world all about? We're so amazing. We feel the material world is amazing. When Prabhupada went to Hawaii, he said, this is very close to the spiritual world. The beauty there, the flowers and the abundant trees and the weather. He said, it's very close to the spiritual world. It's still only a spark of Krishna's original splendor. So this is what the shloka is all about. Krishna is saying that whatever you see, you're amazed at, but it's simply a spark. Yeah. So 10.41 we'll do. Then we have to go to 14.4, where Krishna speaks about being a seed-giving father of all living beings. This is not only human beings, it's of all living beings. 10.41. Yad yad.
Yad yad.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Vibhuti.
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 Opulences.
Opulences.
Mat.
Mat.
Having.
Having.
Sattvam.
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 Existence.
Existence.
Shrimad.
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 Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Urjitam.
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 Glorious.
Glorious.
Eva.
Eva.
Certainly.
Certainly.
Va.
Va.
Or.
Or.
Tat. Tat.
Tat. Tat.
All those.
All those.
Eva.
Eva.
Certainly.
Certainly.
Avagacha.
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 Must know.
Must know.
Tvam.
Tvam.
You.
You.
Mama.
Mama.
My.
My.
Tejaha.
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 Of the splendor.
Of the splendor.
Amsha.
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 Of a part.
Apart.
Sambhavam.
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 Born of.
Born.
And it gets stuffy, we'll switch it on.
Yeah.
It's coming directly on you, I think. The draft.
Or if it's fan is okay. Yeah. Fan is okay.
Yeah?
No, yeah.
I'll turn it off after some time. Then. After some time. Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam.
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 First line 3 times. It's very easy. Start.
Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam.
More slower. Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam. Last time slowly. Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam. Shrimadurjitameva va.
Shrimadurjitameva va.
Shrimadurjitameva va.
Shrimadurjitameva va.
Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam.
Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam.
Shrimadurjitameva va.
Shrimadurjitameva va.
Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam.
Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam.
Shrimadurjitameva va.
Shrimadurjitameva va.
Second line 3 times. Start.
Shrimadurjitameva va. Shrimadurjitameva va.
Last time.
Shrimadurjitameva va.
First lines without seeing. Start.
Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam. Shrimadurjitameva va.
Try again.
Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam. Shrimadurjitameva va.
Tat tat evavagachatvam.
Tat tat evavagachatvam.
Tat tat evavagachatvam.
Tat tat evavagachatvam.
Slowly. Tat tat evavagachatvam.
Tat tat evavagachatvam.
Tat tat evavagachatvam.
Tat tat evavagachatvam.
Third line. Twice. Start. Tat
Tat tat evavagachatvam.
tat tat
evavagachatvam.
First 3 lines. Start.
Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam. Shrimadurjitameva va. Tat tat evavagachatvam.
Repeat after me. Mama tejomsha sambhavam.
Mama tejomsha sambhavam.
Mama tejomsha sambhavam.
Mama tejomsha sambhavam.
This A here is silence. Amsha. Mama tejomsha sambhavam.
मम तेजोंश संभवम्
मम तेजोंश संभवम्
मम तेजोंश संभवम्
Okay, last line 3 times. Start.
मम तेजोंश संभवम् मम तेजोंश संभवम् मम तेजोंश संभवम्
Teja is the spark. Yeah, Amsha is simply a part of it. Of Krishna's splendor, it's simply a spark. It's simply an Amsha. Yad Vibhuti is opulences. Shrimad is beauty. Urjitam is the, what is that? Urjitam is glorious. Out of all these 3 things, the Evava Gacha, you should know. Tvam is you should know. Mama, this is my, simply a spark of my original splendor. Okay, this is what this means. So entire shloka 3 times and we'll try it individually. Start.
Yad vibhuti matsatvam Shrimadurjitameva va tat evavagachatvam mama tejomsha sambhavam Yad vibhuti matsatvam Shrimadurjitameva va
और एक लगेगा मैं ले लूं
मम तेजोंश संभवम्
लास्ट टाइम
यद्यद्विभूतिमत्सत्त्वम् श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा तत्तद्देवावगच्छत्वम् मम तेजोंश संभवम् यद्यद्विभूतिमत्सत्त्वम्
रिपीट
यद्यद्विभूतिमत्सत्त्वम्
श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा
श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा
तत्तदेवावगच्छत्वम्
तत्तदेवावगच्छत्वम्
मम तेजोंश संभवम्
मम तेजोंश संभवम्
यद्यद्विभूतिमत्सत्त्वम्
यद्यद्विभूतिमत्सत्त्वम्
श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा
श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा
तत्तदेवावगच्छत्वम्
तत्तदेवावगच्छत्वम्
मम तेजोंश संभवम्
मम तेजोंश संभवम्
try the next one
यद्यद्विभूतिमत्सत्त्वम्
यद्यद्विभूतिमत्सत्त्वम्
श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा
श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा
तत्तदेवावगच्छत्वम्
तत्तदेवावगच्छत्वम्
मम तेजोंश संभवम्
मम तेजोंश संभवम्
all together please try without looking if possible start
यद्यद्विभूतिमत्सत्त्वम् श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा तत्तदेवावगच्छत्वम् मम तेजोंश संभवम्
14.4 chapter 14 apparently 11 and 12 11, 12, 13 is actually 12 it has some important shlokas mostly it will be the next chunk of shlokas we jump to 14 13 chapters also very technical then 14 so here Krishna is boxing on Darwin's face. What does he say? Can we read the translation?
It should be understood
That all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and I am the seed-giving father. What does Darwin's theory say? Evolution. He says one, due to survival of the fittest, one species comes from the previous one. That's how evolution began. How it began, he also doesn't know. It's just a theory, basically, because it was not proven factually. So here Krishna says very clearly, it should be understood, O son of, that all species of life, all species means the 84 lakh yoni. Yoni is species. Dog is a species. Insect is a species. We have a shloka from Padma Puran. We do it in Journey of Self-Discovery. You remember it? Jalaja Navalakshani Sthavara Laksha Vimshati. There are 9 lakh species in the aquatics. That means in water, inside the water, there are 9 lakh species of aquatics. Sthavara Laksha Vimshati. Means there are so many more birds, there are 30 lakh birds. Like that, there are the total species comes to 84 lakhs. How many yonis are there in human beings? 4 lakhs. 4 lakh types of human beings. So this is the demigods include in this. Even the demigods are of so many types actually.
Is the Rakshanas and also come this?
Human beings. The demons, the devtas, even the carnivores, the tribal people, depending on the consciousness.
Even the Gandharvas and all will come in this?
Everyone fits under this 4 lakh human species. Pishacha are ghosts. They come in this only because they counted as demons. More of ignorance, more of goodness, more of passion, and a combination of them in human beings makes the 4 lakh species. I think it becomes easy for Yamraj. Segregate. So whatever desire we have, whatever pravritti we have, whatever mode we are in, we given this type of body. For example, if I go into a mall, what happens? There's so many options. Actually confusion ही होता है. जो नहीं चाहिए वो लेके आते हैं. That's what you end up buying. She works in a mall. So this time what happens? When you go, there are so many, species or shops available. Now depending on my requirement, or in this analogy, my desire, what do? I choose a particular shop, I choose a particular outfit. Suppose if I have to shuffle between a marriage and a quiet engagement. So what do? I try to buy something which will, in between, will fit both. So then I have to pick up something like that. I have to go obviously to a traditional shop or a traditional footwear shop, a traditional jewelry store. So then I am choosing according to my desire. The same way as Krishna says, Antakal, what happens in your Antakal? Whatever that you're most attached to, and your activities, your last memory and your activities will decide what next body you're going to get. So Krishna is saying all these bodies are ready. It's like the shop. It's not that one shop mein jo nahi hai, wo next shop mein ban gaya. Is it like that? No. Those shops are all open. The minute it's morning, all the shops open simultaneously. And how do the customers shop? According to their requirement. So this soul, who's a part and parcel eternally of Krishna, what happens to him? He takes birth in any particular body according to his desire. And Krishna says, I am the seed-giving Father. So here, it should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving Father. So what happens is Brahma is given only these 8 elements. It's like boxes of paints. You have red color, you have orange, you have green. Now I have to make something out of it. I've been given cement, I've been given mortar, I've been given a mixer, I've been given this, that. Then I have to construct a building with it. So what is Krishna saying? I am the seed-giving Father of those elements. I am a seed-giving Father of the knowledge to construct. Right? So what is Brahma doing? He creates his 14 planetary systems and then he gives birth to children. He has the 4 Kumaras and he has the 7, the Saptarishi, he has so many Prajapatis, and the Prajapatis get married. And then they again, what are they doing? They are providing bodies to the souls who want to fulfill a particular desire. Like Narad Muni in 2nd canto of Shrimad Bhagavatam, his story is there. When he left his body, he was in full Krishna consciousness. Right? So he got a very special body. He was born from the mind of Brahma and born as a pure devotee. And such a special body, in fact, there's a pastime in Ramayana where Ravan, he was not very respectful to anyone. So what happens? He sees this Narad Muni. What does he do? He takes his sword and he throws it at Narad Muni. What happens? It goes through the body of Narad Muni. It comes back and it sits in the mayan, it's called, no? A sheath. back into the sheath of Rama. So Ram is wondering, his body is not cut into two pieces, there's no blood on my sword, and it's back into. Usually, a sword is back only when it has done its job. How is it back? He says, I also want such a body. Mujhe bhi chahiye. Very special body. It can travel anywhere. He's like the eternal spaceman, Krishna says. He travels everywhere simply with the will of his mind.
3 looks or 7 looks? He can travel through 3 looks.
All 14 planetary systems,
all 14
and he can go to the spiritual world also. He can enter where Vishnu resides. What is that? Shirodaka. Yeah, that realm also he can go. I don't know if he can visit the spiritual world. I have to check. But yeah, he can go to this. No one can break that.
Yeah.
That covering. That is a.
So Shirodaka Vishnu is not in the material world and he's not in the spiritual world. He's somewhere in between.
It's like the embassy. Something like US has its embassy here.
Yes.
So when you enter, what happens? The rules of India will not apply there. So Shirodaka, although it is a part of the material world, at the same time, the rules of the spiritual world apply. No one can enter.
Is it part of the material world or is it above the material world?
It is above the material world, clearly, like US. And although the embassy is physically here, but at the same time, when you enter, it's as good as US. Because the people are paid in dollars, the staff there is paid in dollars, the rules are applying up there, and the direct US government is controlling this. So here, the Vishnu who is residing there, that is a spiritual world only.
Okay.
Like Jai Vijay, they were cursed to come down from there.
From Shirodaka Vishnu?
Not from the original. But then that's counted as Vaikuntha because Krishna is residing there. And the rules of that abode reside. That's why Jai Vijay went back. That's why they couldn't go in. The 4 Kumaras, it's there in the 7th canto. Just heard it some 2 days back. And then these 4 Kumaras were the sons of Brahma. They wanted to go inside this Vaikuntha planet. They wanted to enter. Jai Vijay did not allow because they were just tiny babies. He was wondering, they're just wandering around, and today they want to enter the Lord's abode. It's not allowed. So it's part, at the same time it's like an embassy. Each of the universe has this.
Each one has a
each one there is a Shweta planet. It's an ocean of milk where the Lord resides. So here Krishna is saying
planet has it.
Each universe.
Each universe has its
that
separate
under. Each one has it. And then Mahavishnu is separate. And that's again like, it's not a temporary thing. Like I can't call the US embassy temporary. But at the same time, if the US government wants to wind it up, like they did in Pakistan, they wound up. They're not functional anymore there. For the time being when there was a problem. So they can always wind up this office.
So there's one Mahavishnu. One Mahavishnu with lots of
Shirodakshaya Vishnus and lots of Garbhodakashaya Vishnus. Because he has to maintain each one. Anyway. So we come back, he says, I'm the seed giving father. Right? So we have
who's the heart?
Shirodakshaya. That's why it's compared to the sun. He lives at that dimension. We'll do this, it's a very easy shloka. We'll finish for 10 minutes are there. We'll cover. Sarvayonishu in all species of life. Kaunteya, O son of Kunti. Murtayaha, forms. Sambhavanti, they appear. Yaha, which. Tasam, of all of them. Brahma, the supreme. Mahat Yonihi, source of birth in the material substance. Aham, I. Bija, Pradaha, the seed giving. Pita, father. We'll read the translation together. Start. It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father. सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
First two lines. सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
First two lines, three times, start.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
Again.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
Try without looking.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
Again.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर्
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 अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर्
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर्
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर्
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर्
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
Last two lines twice, start.
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर् अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
Again.
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर् अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
Full verse, try without looking. Start.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर् अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
Aham Bijaprada Pita. Pita. Bija, B-E, E ki matra is big. Pita is, P is small, Ta is big. Start.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
Perfect.
मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर्
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर्
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर्
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर्
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर्
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
All of us together. Sorry.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय
मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर्
तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर्
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता
अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
All of us together. One good. Very slow. Start.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर् अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
Translation.
It should be understood that all species of life,
O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving Father. 10.41 Translation. 14.4 Translation. Start.
know that all opulent, beautiful and glorious creations spring from but as part of my splendor. It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving Father.
Now Shloka Translation. Shloka Translation. 10.41 Start.
यद् यद् विभूतिमत्सत्त्वं श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा तत्तत् एवावगच्छत्वं मम तेजोंशसम्भवम्.
Again 10.41 again. Start.
यद् यद् विभूतिमत्सत्त्वं श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा तत्तदेवावगच्छत्वं मम तेजोंशसम्भवम्.
One last time. Sorry.
यद् यद् विभूतिमत्सत्त्वं श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा तत्तदेवावगच्छत्वं मम तेजोंशसम्भवम्.
Translation.
Know that all that is opulent, beautiful and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor.
14.4 3 times, then translation. Start.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर् अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
Again.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर् अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
Last time.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनिर् अहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving Father.